Have you ever wondered what makes the world go round? It's not just gravity, it's something much more magical: curiosity. Let me tell you a story about a little girl named Navi. Navi was one of those toddlers who never stopped asking questions. Everything was a puzzle, a mystery waiting to be solved. Her favorite word? Why? Why is the sky blue? Why do birds sing? Her world was an endless adventure of questions. One sunny afternoon, Navi's curiosity led her tiny feet into the town library. It was quiet and smelled like old paper and new ideas. On a giant wall hung a magnificent map, crisscrossed with lines showing the voyages of ancient explorers. These lines stretched across vast oceans and unknown continents. Navi stared, her small finger tracing a path across the sea. She turned to the librarian, her eyes wide with wonder, and asked, "Why did they go so far? Weren't they scared?" The librarian, a kind woman with a warm smile, knelt beside her. She didn't just give an answer, she painted a picture with words. She told Navi about brave sailors who faced stormy seas, not for gold, but for the thrill of discovery. She spoke of brilliant inventors who spent sleepless nights tinkering with gadgets, all because they asked, "What if?" She shared tales of thinkers and artists who dared to see the world differently, all starting with a simple question. As Navi listened, her eyes sparkled like stars. It was like a light bulb switched on in her little head. She suddenly understood. Curiosity wasn't just about asking silly questions. It was the engine of history. Every great discovery, every life-changing invention, every epic story ever told, it all began with someone, somewhere, who was brave enough to ask why or how. From that day on, Navi's world became even bigger. Her curiosity wasn't just a habit anymore, it was a mission. She explored her backyard like it was a newly discovered continent, examining every leaf and every tiny bug. She dove into books, her parents reading to her about stars, dinosaurs, and faraway lands. She learned that every page held an answer that led to another question. But Navi also learned something very important. Curiosity is a superpower, but it comes with responsibility. She learned to be patient, understanding that some answers take time to find. She learned to be careful, respecting the world she was exploring. And most importantly, she learned to listen to others, realizing that their questions and their stories were just as important as her own. Navi grew up sharing her discoveries with her friends, turning their playtime into grand expeditions of the imagination. She showed them that asking questions was the best way to learn, and that learning together was the best adventure of all. So, what's the big takeaway from little Navi's story? It's that your curiosity is a gift. It's the spark that can lead to amazing things. Never be afraid to ask why. Keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep learning. But remember to do it with kindness, patience, and respect for the world and the people around you. Your questions could be the start of the next great story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this little tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next story. Keep asking questions.